Hello, Grand Rising. I hope everyone is having a great morning or night or wherever you are. It's Monday again. I hope everyone had a fantastic weekend. I had. Really good. I'm just gonna give everyone the content first of all. As always, to my wonderful community. So before I see you guys, just 1 second. Hello, Lucifer. How are you? Well, it's just me and Lucifer in here. And Baby Well is here. We have Rasul here. We have Sauta. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hopefully first in class, DJ. No, Lucifer was first in class. We have Torbit in here. We have DJ in here. We have Name Unknown here. Precious George, Ready, Nitra the Money. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hope everyone is having a fantastic day. It's Monday. If you're going to work, have a good day. If you got home from work, have a good night. Hi, I was waiting for your mama to come live. I'm live. We have Sissy here. We have Inusa. We have Dennis, Adrian, Anna, James. Girl is here. We have Sis here. I watched your videos about market structure part 1, part 2, and it was probably insightful. Thank you. Well, you're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, let's go. We're just gonna do a recap of what we did yesterday on the live stream. We don't have anything special news related when it comes to USD on Monday. Hello, hello, and welcome everyone. Guys, if you haven't already liked the live stream, it would be sweet of you to do that before we heading straight to the charts. We have SG here, we have Nadine here, we have Josephine here, Tobias. Welcome, what? Marvici is here too. Welcome, welcome. Okay, let's start. As I said, Monday we don't have anything special when it comes new related. We have on Tuesday at New York. So yeah, so what we understood from yesterday is that we have the news coming out during London session this week. So when it comes to USD, we have it during London. I remember the old bathrobe days you changed. Yeah, it's been a week ago. Hello, Aisha. How are you? Seb is in the building. Okay, so what we know, we have some news coming out tomorrow, and we have the biggest gap ever when it comes to DXY. Not the biggest gap ever, but definitely a gap that needs to get filled during potentially today. So we just might see DXY pull back up a little bit because we need to fill the gap that we have between 108.800 and 108.980 dollars. Let's see market structure when it comes to it. Making my way through the back testing videos, trying to sharpen my eyes when it comes to market structure reversal. Yeah, I hope it goes great. It's actually pretty fascinated how good it actually is. But continuing with DXY, so we have some Fibonacci level at 50%, at 109.47. We just might also, we have the 61.8% at 109.207 too. So yeah, we can definitely see the market reach this level for the retest and then see the market continue down, because as you guys already know, since last week, I still believe, based on that, we're also below the resistance the previous resistance. This can definitely be where the market only give us the quick retest and then see the continuation. We just might, yeah, so I still believe that we will continue to be short, but the market needs to, right, with what we have, the market needs to retest some levels. When it comes to BTC now, very important, I'm still inside the trade. We almost came back up to my take profit yesterday at 22,500, and now the market gave us a pullback. So let's go in and see what's happening. So I took this trade on Saturday, was it on Saturday? On Saturday, yeah, on one of the videos that I did have. So it's still inside the trade. But now let's just go down and see what the market is doing. Just do a recap, darlings. Okay, so what we have at the moment, I'm gonna take this one away. If you were on my live stream yesterday too, the market came exactly to my levels that I also spoke about. Just do a recap. I took away the Fibonacci, but we definitely have, the market did retest my Fibonacci again very perfectly. So what we can see was that the market almost came back up to 22,500. I think it was on Friday, Mama. Oh, maybe it was. No, it wasn't Saturday, because I remember I was surprised that the market was going to the upside way it did. Or it did, oh, I don't know, I remember. Okay, either way, we saw the market gave us the fake out because we did retest the Fibonacci levels at 21,945, and as I said, we almost came back up and retested 22,500. And we're also above the previous resistance that we have if we go back in time, when it comes to $21,600. Let's see what the market is doing right now. What can we have? Just 1 second. 111. 111. We have Sigma, we have Westy, we have Jew here. Hello, hola, gorgeous Natalie. I'm great. I'm a little bit tired. It's Monday. You can see it on my face. I hope it's good with you too. Okay, so let's see. I would want to have it like this, to be honest. I would want to have the resistance at 21,560. And because we did look at DXY, and DXY needs to pull back up because we have the gap, and with that Bitcoin can fall down a little bit. Let's see. Okay, so because we have already retested the 50% and we almost came back up and retested 22,500. I mean, we are consolidating in between the support and resistance zones that we do have, right? And we almost came back up, retested the 61.8%. If we would see that the market continues to the upside, we just, first of all, we need to follow trend, and we just might pull back down and retest 21,700, potentially 21,684. If we break below that level, we're looking at 21,540 or potentially 470 dollars. And if we break below that level, you know, that can take us obviously back down to even lower targets, right? You know, that just might be when, if we see the market drop back down to 20,700. So everything depends on if we're gonna stay above this resistance or not, based on that DXY needs to pull back up. But it's not the biggest move ever, so it's just a pullback. So at the moment, I'm still gonna hold the position that I have at 22,500 because we just might have one crazy momentum to take that level and then see the market slowly and steady reverse down. Don't guys forget that you can also receive the best bonus available on Bybit right now, up to $4,450 by using the link in the description down below the video. It's a really great bonus that we have right now on Bybit, and Bybit is of course the best, one of the best platform when it comes to when we hold up positions. We have very low fees, and that's why it's really good. But when it comes to BTC at the moment, this is the first level that I'm looking at. So what I'm going to do is obviously put one alert to see if I pull back down to it. And then we're just gonna go to Ethereum, and we broke one Fibonacci level that I did have, which means that we can definitely see the market pull back down now to potentially. So we're just gonna change the Fibonacci. We're still following the trend, obviously, because the market, I mean, we always have to follow the trend. I mean, this can definitely happen too if we drag it from the daily chart. The market created one higher high. We broke the level a couple of days ago. We broke the downtrend. So the market, before we see the market finish the move, just 1 second. Yeah, because you remember when we spoke about this one yesterday on Ethereum, was that we pulled back up before and retested 1,800 to $900. This is a previous support zone. We saw the market gave us two fake out candles from that level, and then we're using previous support, previous resistance zones too. So we can definitely pull back up and retest $1,850 before we see the market reverse back down. We are breaking above Fibonacci level 1,693 and 1,753 too. So this could be okay. So if we don't just pull back down and retest 1,690 and see the market have the next leg up to 1,890, we just might see the market retest 1,667 or 1,642, because we still have to follow market structure. And on the daily, market structure is lower high, lower low, higher high. So we're using one of the previous higher lows, because this little low that we have on the daily looks better on the 12 hourly. This is the higher low. So this is the low, higher low. So we just might have another higher low. Market pull back up, retest the level that I spoke about for the last touch, and then we see the market reverse back down. I mean, by following market structure now, that's what I'm looking at. But of course, if I would see that the market is, have a bigger momentum and we're breaking below the level and give us a lower high against the Fibonacci, well, then I just have to look at something else. But that's what I see at the moment. And recap on DXY. DXY does have a gap from this weekend, and market always fills gap, and especially when it comes from the weekend. So the market just might, pull back up to 1,109.50 for then continue down. And that makes so much sense if we're looking at Bitcoin now, when we see the market give us the pullback, and the same thing when it comes to Ethereum. So that's what I see at the moment when it comes to it. Another thing that we can do is use another Fibonacci from 1,612 back up to the high at 1,774. So we just might also, these are the first Fibonacci levels that I have between 1,694 or 1,674. Continuation. I'm gonna go to, before I start with your coins, I'm gonna go to the Luna C, because the market did drop yesterday. Yeah, exactly. So on yesterday's live stream that we did have, I'm already in short position on Luna C. I had it from this level right here at $46,890. So it was a is a very important, no, so I sold the market on Luna a couple of days ago, so it was last week, and I have my take profit. When it comes to Bybit, it's 0.3 thousand, but when it comes to trading you, it's at 35,037. So this is where I expect us to pull back down to. So, and also when we had the market, when we had the live stream yesterday, we also saw the market break, retest the daily support trend line, had the drop. Another thing that, by just looking at the charts, we came back up, retested some Fibonacci levels, and we are heading back down now from the retest of the Fibonacci. And take profit 1 is at 38,770, and take profit 3 is slightly below my take profit that I have at 3,000, at 0.3 thousand when it comes to trade to Bybit. So at the moment, the market, you saw market pull back up, gave us a retest of the Fibonacci levels, and the market is right now creating its first lower low on the 15 15 minutes chart. And yeah, so Luna C is following dollar, so we just might pull back up to 41,590 or 41,914 for the pullback, and then see the market drop. So we're just gonna have, it's gonna be interesting to see if this is happening. You know, it's Monday, the market is a little bit slow in the beginning before everything, you know, starts. But that's what I definitely can see. But overall, still believe that we will continue down to my take profit. And from there, you know, either we'll continue even more to the downside, or this is where we start to see the market reverse. Lucas, what do you think about shorting Bitcoin now? So you can go back in the live stream because I've already covered Bitcoin. So you can go back to it. It's been really tricky for shorting because you're not supposed to short in a market when the market is going straight up. Hello? Hello? Wake up, darling. That's why you cannot find a short position. It's because the market is going straight up. Look at this now. So do recap. I had an alert that the market is pulling back down. So I'll just change it to 21,686 too. So let's see how the market is behaving around it. What indicators do you use in trading you? I don't use any indicators. Okay, let's see. Let's see what else you will. Welcome everyone to this live stream. If you haven't already liked it, please do that. We have 130 people on here. That is so great. Our morning streams becomes better and better when it comes to people. I'm happy about that. Super welcome. If you are new to the channel, my name is Natalie. I do these streams every single day from Monday to Friday. Every single day I have these morning live streams, and then at the end of New York session we have a New York session live stream. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, hit the notification so you know when I am live, because I have them, and we have some really good live streams where you not only have like really good prices, but also where I explain in detail why I do the things that I do. So super welcome. You're talking about pizza already? I haven't even woken up. I drink my tea now. You remember, because I stopped drinking coffee, now I have to drink tea. Soon we will have 1 million in the live stream. Yeah, if that's the case, well then I think the government's gonna be after me. You know, if we have 1 million people want to earn money on the charts, they're gonna be like, where's all the money going? Well, this blonde girl from Sweden that has live stream right now, and everyone's selling Bitcoin or buying Bitcoin. I'm not gonna like that, but I'm gonna like it. Okay, let's continue with KNC. If we're looking at the overall picture, what we are also, not every coin is around the Fibonacci levels on the higher perspective. So, you know, when we are inside Fibonacci levels right now, as on KNC, between 1.910 and 2.76, you know, this is where we can expect the market to be very, you know, boring. Like, it can definitely pull back down to create a higher low around $1,800. See the market pull back up to the 60% again at 2.75 and just consolidate. Because remember now, guys, this is where we have to have in mind that we are inside the Fibonacci levels, where we slowly and steady can expect the market to reverse back down. But before that happens, based on that we are inside a higher time frame, the market usually bouncing between the support and resistance, the 50 and 61%, as a support and resistance zones before we see the market reverse. So this is definitely a, you know, we're definitely inside a level where it can look like the market is reversing, but it only pulls back down to give us the higher low and then come back up again. So at the moment, either we just bounce from 1.910 or it would drop back down to 1.857, or 1.810 for the market to give us a higher low. So just have in mind that the market can consolidate now when the market is inside the higher time frames Fibonacci. But when we are inside a higher time frames Fibonacci, you know, it takes longer time for the market to reverse. And that's why we're starting to see the market going sideways right now. Because it's going to be like, you know what, I'm not going up from here. You know, we're about to go down. So everyone that, you know, thinks the market will continue to pump to the upside, well, most likely it will not. But, you know, we never know. That's why we're following what the market is giving us. But you can see how the market, we're inside the Fibonacci levels 1000. When we look at ends, we are inside Fibonacci 14.55 and 16.04. So we came back up and retested this level one more time. We can just do this too. We just change it to the weekly again. So this makes more sense actually. So I changed my Fibonacci from 24.54 back down to 8.50. Go down to the lower time frames. This makes so much more sense. And we can see how the market pulled back up and retested at 50% again. Bitcoin is going down soon, but we still have the pullback. Okay, so market, we're in the uptrend. Market broke structure. Let's see how it looks on the 2-day chart. But we came back down, retested Fibonacci at 11.80 and 12.77. But this is, I mean, it doesn't mean that we're gonna take profits that you can see, but let's do this. Okay, so we have one thing that we can have in mind now is that from this support trend line that you can see, we had one fake up from that level. I don't want to change my trend just yet against this higher low, because we just might see the market only pull back down and retest the support trend line that we tried to break before, retest, or we just come back down and retest 14.72 or 14.37. and then see the market continue up again to 16.40. Because, you know, this is, I still, you know, I'm very patient when it comes to it, because as long as we are above this level that I spoke about, we're still in a uptrend. So before the market is breaking based on the prices that we have, so as long as we're not breaking below 14.42, you know, we're still in the uptrend. It can still take us back up to higher targets. Because as I talk about, when it comes to DXY, I still believe that DXY needs to pull back down even more. BTC, we have, you know, we can definitely pull back up to 22,500 again, right? And let's go to the lower time frames. So we are about to go down and reach 21,682 when it comes to Bitcoin. So let's see if this Fibonacci will be valid. I have so many things on the charts right now. I'm gonna take everything away. So something like that. So the box is representing the higher time frames Fibonacci. Okay, let's go to ADA. I'm just gonna continue with this, guys, you know. Let's see what the market on ADA is doing. We came back down to the Fibonacci levels again. DJ, appreciate all of you. That's sweet. Thank you so much, DJ. Gotta go. Have a good day, all. Happy trading. Have a great day, never known. Never known. Have a good day. And if you want to be part of my community, Natalie Bitcoinsensus, you have the link to my community in the live stream right now. So definitely more than welcome. This is where we talk about cryptocurrencies. No one is a financial advisor, but you can definitely have some good friends to talk about when it comes to trading. Because sometimes, you know, we can get a little bit lonely. Because every friend that you had, they're like, that's a scam. No, it's not. Yeah, that's a scam. You know, but sometimes, you know, you want to talk with people that have the same desire. They want to know more. And sometimes you don't have friends like that, because everyone doesn't choose to start to trade or look at the charts. So many people, they're like, what are you even doing, Natalie? I don't even have time to explain that to you, because you will not understand either way. Every time, you know, if someone asks me, I usually don't talk about what I do when it comes to trading. I just don't want to, because everyone's just asking me questions. If I tell them something, they still don't understand. But if I would say, oh yeah, you know, I do trading, they're like, oh, I know exactly what that is. And then I see, you don't know. I'm not sure why I tell you this, but yeah, exactly, because you want to be part of my Telegram community, where you can talk with people that wants to at least know how to trade. Either way, we're continuing with ADA. Me talking as always. We are in a sideways market. We have one in the middle of the, let's do this, guys. So I'm looking at the candlestick that we had from last week, and we did close inside a Fibonacci level that we have between 0.5705 and 0.4304. Now this is very important. So last week, did we, oh no, this was last week. Okay, so based on the candlestick that we have from last week, we have this inverted hammer or hanging man, whatever you want to call it. And this could definitely be where we see the market slowing and sticky, because you can see how the market is consolidating in between the Fibonacci levels, right? So I mean, this can definitely be where we see the market start to drop again. But before that happens, we need to break. We are retesting Fibonacci levels right now. We are retesting Fibonacci levels right now at 0.520, and we can still pull back down to 0.4990. I mean, it can definitely, because remember yesterday I spoke about that if we see the market have bigger momentum back up to the resistance again. I want to change the resistance a little bit, to be honest. I want to change it. I want to have it like that. So we just might see the market on 88 give us one that if we see the market break above 0.5163, and we are retesting this level right now, we just might see the market pull back up and retest 0.5370 or 0.5423 for the market to give us one last retest, and then see the market continue to drop. So just have that in mind at the moment. We are still in the uptrend. We are inside in a sideways market. So just because this is a lower high, remember that the market is in a sideways market, and we just might see the market pull back up to the resistance to then drop, okay? Because that is connected with how the other coins are moving too. Okay, let's look at Solana. Thank you so much, SG, for always helping out, my sweet little darling. And we already have some setups from Solana since yesterday. When did this happen? Oh, okay. So congratulations. Oh, yeah. Oh, I remember this one. We almost came back down to the 50%, and then market pulled back up. So if anyone were looking at this trade, even though I'm not finished later, because I always have to say that. Some people can get annoyed about it, but we almost came back down and retested Fibonacci levels. Oof. Okay, looking good. I didn't take this trade, but I mean, it looks really good. We came back up exactly to my levels. Oh, yeah, yesterday we came back up. Take profit 1 and 2 3. 1 2 3 got hit. Amazing. Congratulations. This is one of the reasons why you should follow me, because I mean, I give up pretty good setups. Even, you know, I'm no financial advisor, but these where you can not learn. If you want to know more about that one, Go to my video that I did have yesterday, the live stream video that I did have yesterday. Bitcoin Monday pumped to 22,500 because we did have the setup on Solana. So if you want to know more on exactly how I did it, you can go to that one and just look at it and see, because that's how we learn about, you know, what are we doing before the market is doing the move we expect it to do. And it did look really good. But the overall picture, remember on the daily chart, no, was it on the monthly? On the monthly, when it comes to the weekly maybe, Solana, we broke below the support trend line, and we also see the retest right now. We came back up, retested my Fibonacci at the 50% at 35.94. We have the 61.8% at 37.18 too. So we can definitely see the market, you know, based on that. We just might have a last pump and then see the dump. Then that just might be very accurate. But we are still below the support trend line, which we also have to have in mind. We just might have the last retest, and then we just might see the market continue to drop even more. Like, we never know. So what I'm going to do right now is that I'm going to use the Fibonacci between 34.34 and 34.02. And then go down to the lower time frames. We can all see how the market is giving us some ugly sideways market. And that is because you'll either see the market give us one last huge pump, as I said, and then see the market drop. Or we're just going to see the market actually from here. If we break below 34.10, this just might also be where we see the market now continues to drop. So, you know, we definitely want to have an eye on what the market is doing, because let's see how it looks on the stock market. We're just going, yeah. So when it comes to NASDAQ, I have a target where I potentially want to go long from, and that is at 12,505. So you can already see how I have, okay, crossing down. Hello, did I miss that? So if we see the market pull back down to this Fibonacci level, then it can take us back up a little bit more. So, you know, everything is just retesting right now. So everything is with patience. You see, okay, we came back down, retested my Fibonacci when it comes to BTC2 at $21,700. So yeah, go to Ethereum again. DXY, okay, DXY is dropping. Okay, DXY is dropping. So, because, you know, if the gap's getting filled, it will get filled soon during the day or so. But we just might have the big drop. And because remember that some of the, you can see that we have a gap right here a long time ago that the market never pulled back down and filled right away. You saw the market retested a little bit, and then you saw the market move. But now what's happening here, we did fill that wick back at 1st of September. So if we're not pulling back up to fill the gap now, we will do it. We will do it. But the only thing, we just might see the drop and then see the market continue up. And the same way that we filled this wick back from, it's 12 days ago. 12 days ago, we had this gap and we're filling it now. So sometimes it can just take some time for the market to fill it, but it will definitely happen. I, you know, highly think that will happen. So yeah, let's see how this is gonna go. As I said, I'm already in long positions on Bitcoin. Well, we just have to wait and see. We just might have a small pullback. Like, you never know. Now we know. Okay, let's continue with some other, with other coins. Hey, Natalie, what is... okay, so let's see. We have Luna 2. Okay, so when we're looking at Luna 2, remember yesterday we spoke about Fibonacci levels. This one did not get valid, so take that one away. So we are inside Fibonacci levels between 5.254 and 5.518. So this is a very important level that we're looking at the moment. We are in the uptrend when it comes to Luna 2, but everything depends on if we need to have a bigger pullback or not, because at the moment on the 1 hourly we are in a downtrend, but that is only because we pull back down to retest the previous the Fibonacci. So if this Fibonacci will be valid, where we actually see the market reverse, because this is what we expect the market to do now when we are inside them, is that if we would break above 5.530 and give us a higher low, that is definitely the beginning for the market to continue up now, because you can see the market in a downtrend. We just might break above it, break above the 50% that we have, and then the continuation. But we just might see the market, you know, if we have a pullback again against 5.500 around that level, that just might give us a lower high, and then see the market continue to drop. We just might drop back down to 4.400 again. So we just have to wait and see how the market's going to behave now, right? We tried to break below the 61.8%. We failed to do that. So if the market will respect and continue up now, we just also might see the market pull back down, retest 5.238 or 5.218, and then see the market continue up. Because you can see that these Fibonacci levels is also connected if we break above 5.530. So let's see how this is gonna go when it comes to Luna. Luna too. Love your channel, and it's not because you're beautiful. Smash the like button. She deserves it. Oh, I saw your comment yesterday. It made me laugh so much. I saw it. Thank you so much. Welcome to it. If you are new to the channel, super welcome. My name is Natalie, and as I said before, I do these live streams every single day from Monday to Friday. These New York, London session streams. And we will also have another stream later today at the end of New York session. So hit the subscribe button and make sure that you're on my next live stream. Don't you miss coffee? You know, after I drank coffee so I haven't been drinking coffee, and I drank coffee again last week, but just because I wanted to try it out. I'm never gonna drink coffee again. I felt so bad. Like my heartbeat was going to the roof. I felt like, you know, like there was something inside me. I was just like, no way, no way, no way. This is actually how it is. So no, I do not miss coffee. Well, I do miss coffee. I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually lying now. I do miss coffee, but I actually spoke to my best friend yesterday, and she told me that they have like caffeine-free coffee. So I'm just gonna go and see, because I like the taste of it. You know, I don't need it. That's how I feel without coffee, lol. Yeah, recently found you. So happy I did. Thanks for breaking down the charts. You're welcome. Welcome 825. Yeah, I'm actually gonna go today and see if I find a exactly decaf. Exactly. I didn't even know something like that did exist. Decaf coffee. It's just so cold in the morning. Oh, now you made me want to drink coffee. And I was like, I don't miss coffee at all. I'm just talking so much BS. I'm such a woman. No, I don't like it. I do love it. I do love it. But the only thing that happened was, you know, when I felt that bad, I was like, no way coffee make you feel like this. Like when you have it out from your system, and then when you take it in again, that's how you notice how bad it actually is. So, you know. Okay, let's continue with BCH. So the overview, when we're looking at it, I want to go to the daily. So we had one Fibonacci level that got retested a long time ago at the end of July at 150, excuse me. Market pulled back up, saw the market break below. We had another Fibonacci from that high, 154, back down to the low at 111. Market pulled back up, retested Fibonacci again at 134 and $139. I love the smell of coffee, black coffee. Ah, yeah. Why are you doing this to me, guys? If it's not the seagulls, now it's coffee. I don't like it. Well, no good. There's no good. Yeah, this is how it looks when the market breaks structure, guys. This is how it looks when the market breaks structure. Yes, sir. Market pull back up to Fibonacci level again at 132. This happened yesterday at the afternoon. 133 got retested. Take profit 1 based on this Fibonacci. Got taken. But if we are using the 3 hourly, I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, this just might be where we see the market actually let's see the 4 hourly. Ooh. Sorry, excusez-moi. So yeah, this is actually a pretty important level that we're looking at right now. So I took it from the 8 hourly. So we are inside Fibonacci levels between 128 and $125. And we are retesting it right now. So with the prices that we have, even if it takes some time, we just might see the market break below 125. If that's the case and we see retest potentially at 128, that's a sign that we are going to drop. But at the moment, we are still just consolidating in between the support that we have at 128. So this is a support that we have. You can see we had a support retest, and now we are trying to retest it again. So let's see how it looks on the lower time frames. Okay, so either we'll see the market on BCH pull back up to potentially 128 for the lower high, and that just might take us back down to 125. But if we break above 128 and give it as a higher low, that can be the beginning for us to continue to the upside again, because as you see, the market is in a sideways market when we're looking at the lower time frames, and that is because this is where the market is about to, you know, reverse down. But if we are not ready to, you know, have the momentum down yet, because DXY is still retesting its high low, right? Which means that we just might not be done with the bullish scenario that we have at the moment, because it's a little bit unstable, not unstable, but I just don't think we're ready to drop right now. I can obviously be completely wrong, but that's why we are looking at these zones to see how the market is behaving. But let's go back to DXY and see what it's doing. Yeah, so DXY is just continuing to drop at the moment, and Bitcoin is moving to the upside. So we saw the market retested my Fibonacci levels, and that got respected. Ethereum, yeah, it's just going up again. In this, Bitcoin looked so much better. So yeah, I just don't think we're done with the bullish momentum. You see, DXY just dropping right now. It's just dropping. But it's Monday, so we don't have to freak out. Oh, Euro USD. Okay, Euro USD. What do we have on Forex this week, darlings? Let's see what we have. Okay, market is going up. Market is going up. Looks great. I'm just gonna take everything away. So let's look at the overview. Okay, so we have a pretty big gap on Euro USD too. Did we? Oh no, we did. It was not that big. It looks like it's pretty big though. No. Well, either way, we can all see the market created the lower low. So we drag Fibonacci from the last lower high at 1.03233 back down to the low at 0.99038. We are right now retesting the Fibonacci level, the 50% at 1.1114, and the 61.8% is at 1.01594. Now remember, yeah, actually we have the gap, but remember if DXY have a gap and it pulls back down, we just might not expect the market to fill this gap right now. We always have to look, so when it comes to gaps, you know, we fill the gaps usually, but it doesn't have to happen right away, because we just might need to see the market have the push, have the retest of certain levels, and then see the drop. And with the drop, we will fill the gap. So, you know, practice gaps yourself. I've been doing it for a long time. Like, you know, I've noticing gaps since, you know, way back when I started to trade, and I learned how they usually, how the market is moving with them. So if market structure gives you that we can pull back to it, then definitely. But if we don't have it, then the market just needs to correct itself, and then with time, it will fill it. But as I said, we are inside Fibonacci levels now, so we just might see the market, you know, same thing, consolidate before the market continues to drop. The market is right now creating a higher high at the moment, so you know I don't have anything on it. REFF. Reef crypto. Reef USDT. Yeah, so just identify the overall trend. We are in a downtrend, but we are in a sideways market, just like the other coins, right? On the weekly chart. So we just might see the market, you know, pull back up to the resistance again at 0.4372 or 0.4517. Go down to the lower time frames. You know, the market was obviously in a downtrend from the trend from the resistance back down to the support, and right now we just might see the market, you know, continue back even more to the upside. Let's see how this looks. 15 minutes chart, something like that, right? So market pull back down, we retested the 50% at 0.3780. So we're still below this resistance trend line, as you can see. So because we saw the market retested at 50%, if we're breaking above 0.3868 with momentum, and even if we pull back up and retest the trend line again, if the market pulls back down and create it as a higher low, this could be the beginning for the market to have the power to break above the resistance trend line. But we just might see the market pull back down again to potentially 3,784 or 0.3750. As long as we're above this level, then we can definitely still expect the market to pump. Depends on when the market is ready to do it. But with based off what we're looking at right now, we just might have the momentum going on again. And as I said, we are inside a sideways market, and usually the market goes from the support to the resistance and etc. before the market has the power to, you know, change directions. Atom. Let's look at Luna C now when we're looking at it again. Yeah, so Luna C is just continuing down because we're following DXY, of course. And when it comes to Atom, we are inside. So yeah, we are right now retesting the higher time frames Fibonacci level. But we do have some pretty... So when so we are inside Fibonacci levels between 5.352 and 17.452, and this is the same thing. This is where we can definitely see the market pull back down to 14.876 and then pull back up again. So this is, you know, just expect the market to not have the momentum just yet. So don't be fooled, right? The only thing have in mind, have patience when it comes to it. Because the market usually don't have the biggest, you know, the market doesn't reverse so quickly when we are inside these levels. It takes some time for the market to do that, because you've seen how the market had this big momentum for such a long, like for a couple of weeks, we've been very bullish. And before we see the market, you know, because at the moment, this is a pullback that we've been looking at. We've had pullback since in June to the higher time frames Fibonacci. So if it's valid, it will take some time before the market, you know, continue with the drop. Because the overall, the market is, you know, we're going down. So yeah, everything depends on how it's going to look, right? So just have that in mind, that we can consolidate in between these levels. Let's go back to Bitcoin again. Okay, Bitcoin go up. Market came back down exactly, retested my Fibonacci level, so good. Let's see my own little trades that I have. Oh, it looks really good, darlings. It looks really, really good. Please write 111 in the chat if you are in a long position on BTC since before, because I went into this one a couple of days ago, 2 to 3 days ago. I went into a long position on Bitcoin. So hopefully we're gonna pull back up and take my take profit at 22,500. So that's the target that I'm looking at. So hopefully, but you know, everything depends. Which I just might have to move my stop loss. Westy, MG Well, Marvici, AB, MG, SG, going crazy, guys. Don't forget that you can also receive the best bonus available on Bybit right now, up to $4,450. Great platform to hold our positions for a longer time with very low fees. Mohel also took the trade, and John, that's great. Or you are in long position, maybe you took it from your own analysis. That is really great. Congratulations. Always move stop loss to entry also, especially in a market looking like this, because the market can just be very unsure. Near, I longed some, so I typed 111 more than one. Yeah, that's great. Near USDT. And I'm also inside this the short position on Luna C that I took also on, I think it was on a Friday or Thursday's live stream. I took it. Okay, so when it comes to near, we already have the setup. So we came back down, retested at 50% at 4.340, and we took take profit 1 the 50% on the higher time frames is between 4.855 and we have 5.120, but we're still in the uptrend. But the market is this is how it looks. The market starts to prepare itself to break down, but the market is still going sideways. The market is still creating high highs and high lows. Sorry, high lows, right? So it doesn't look so good when it comes to market structure, because you can see how choppy everything is, because that's when, you know, the market can just go up and down from here. So let's see if we're gonna, I don't have anything, to be honest, when it comes to near. I just want to see, you know, if we're breaking below 4.590 or if we pull back up to 5.120. So a little bit unsure on the market right now. You know, we have to be honest with that. It doesn't always look good, but we understand what we're looking at. We understand that we're looking at a sideways market. One thing that when it comes to Bitcoin though is that we are retesting this previous high. But this is also, you know, just patience is key. When we will have the live stream later today, everything will make so much more sense. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, you should definitely do that so you know when I am live next time. And what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go into Twitter for Bitcoinsensus and give them some updates. So if you do not follow our Bitcoinsensus on other social medias, you should definitely do that. Twitter is one of them. And we also have the website, bitcoinsensus.com. This is really good. We have daily updates about cryptocurrencies analysis, so you can definitely go in, check this out. You have recent videos with me and Andy. And this, yeah, it's a really good platform. You can see you have different categories right here too. So just dive into it, see what, you know, what you need. But it's a really good website for you guys. And again, don't forget that you can also receive the best bonus available right now on Bybit, up to $4,450, guys. Thank you so much for being on this live stream. Thank you so much, SG. Please write 111 in the chat if you did enjoy it. If you want to be part of my community, SG just gave it to you. I'm going to pin it also now in the live chat. You are more than welcome to be part of this community, guys. We see each other later. Hope everyone will have a fantastic week. Always good to have this in mind. Whatever happened last week, whether you were in profit or in stop loss, remember, it's a new week. If you were in profit, this is one of the most important things. When we were in profit, usually we get so, like, you know, cocky. No, we have to come back down to earth. Whatever happened last week, whatever happened one trade ago, if you went to profit or stop loss, leave that behind. It will never, it's not something that's supposed to affect you in the next trade, right? So if you're super hyped, take that hypeness away, because it will destroy you, okay? Don't think yourself as God of the chart. See yourself as part of the charts, okay? Don't get cocky when it comes to the charts, because as long as you're cocky, the market will punch you in the face, okay? So don't do that. That's the most stupidest thing we can ever do. Be humble, respect the market, and we're good to go. And the same thing, if stop loss got hit, leave it. What did you learn from it? Okay? Thank you, everyone. We see each other later we see each other in about 9 to 8 hours. Thank you, SG, again, and we see each other in the chat.